Hello everyone and welcome to Stampin' Among the Gum Trees. My name is Kat and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator located in Melbourne, Australia. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome, and if it's not, welcome back. Excuse me for being flustered, but I'm not really flustered. I am just so hot and sticky. It is a shocker of a day here. Little drizzles of rain, almost 100% humidity. I don't know what it is. It's awful. And it's 33 degrees. Whee! I am ready to just, let me see, turn up my toes. Hi, Evelyn. How are you today? Let me see if I can do that. Yep, there we go. I thought today, because we're sort of getting through, excuse me while I pick it up off the floor, getting through our papers, getting through them. This is really exciting. I love to do this. Love this sort of challenge. Getting through our papers, I thought we'd revisit the border paper. Let me flip you down so that you can see what it is. Sorry, got my hand over the lens. There we go. Let me straighten it up a bit. There we are. We go back and use this sheet of paper. I know we could do something with that B side because it's quite pretty. But this is a bit of a challenge, and you know, it's kind of nice to have a challenge, something to work for. So I thought we'd revisit using borders on our cards. Now, earlier we did the one sheet wonder with the first sheet, and we did this. That looks really pretty. I'm really happy with them. I think they're lovely, and you know, they work for me, so I'm really happy with them, the way they turned out. Now, you guys are backwards. Can I turn you around? Because I must have moved something. No, other way. Sorry. I must have moved something when I was... Why are you upside down and backwards, I wonder? So that must go this way. Sorry. And it's still backwards, and it shouldn't be. Have I got mirror on? Let me go and see. Camera. Ah, mirror my camera. There we go. That's better. Oh, that's much better. Much better. I was a bit panicked for a minute. I wondered what I'd done. So now that you can actually see the right way up after all that dizziness, I'll put these aside. We have quite a container full of cards, and I'll put that aside, and the ribbon because we don't need it just yet. And let's work on using the border for a card. Now, this is a 12 by 12 sheet, so I'm going to cut it at 4 inches twice, just like so, and 4, just like that. And this piece should be 4 inches. And look at that, it is. What is that? Then I'm going to cut it at 5 and, well, I'm going to cut it at 6, and we will trim them down depending on what we do with them. Gives us 2 pieces. So, trim this one down. Sorry guys, just a minute.
Would the code to the travel buddy be in the Navara?
It might be.
Hello.
Hannah's getting ready to go away and she's borrowing our little fridge. Otherwise, you might have to ring Dad home. That's it. All right. And we can put that aside for the moment while we decide what we're going to do. Now, I've gone ahead and I've done some cutting ahead of time. We've made a card base out of Darling Duckling, so we will fold and line it up and get the bone folder and go swish and go swish and up and fluff. So what is on this? I've just found it. That's that. Now I have an old olive mat to go on it there, like so. You could emboss this if you wanted to, but if we're going to use this border paper, then we're not going to see much of it. So you could actually even cut out the middle of it if you wanted to, which would be a smart thing to do for stamping on a budget. Now, give them a good shake. It was a bit runny yesterday. Was, oh, there we go. Doesn't like cold weather. Hot weather makes it really runny. So we don't put it right to the edge, just on the inside so that it doesn't smush out. And let's bring that up, just like so. That's it. All right, now I have two pieces for the inside, so let's, three pieces. There we go. We only need two. Let's put it down. It's the right way. I like to put it with the cut side, the burr from the cut down, just because I do. I finish. So remember, if your border there, and there is even, it will be even at the bottom too. Here's my hockey puck. And smush it right to the edge. Okay. Let's leave that bit for the moment because we don't know what we're doing with it. Gosh, now I've got a blocked ear. We will take this, and this is going to have to be cut down. So it's going to have to be cut down to 14.5, 13.5 by 9.5 if we're going to use it as a complete cover for the front. And we will take it off the top. So 13.5. Will we? Because that's going to cut straight through there. But if we do it this way, I was going to say we could save, use it on the inside, but maybe we could. But no, by 9.5. I'll take off that bit. That bit's not particularly useful. But the reverse side of these will be, so they can go into the scrap bin when we'll use them. Okay, now we've got that, and that should fit on there just like that. Just lay it up nice and easy. So here we go. How's everyone going? Is everyone ready for Christmas? Have you finished all your shopping? All I've got to do is a little bit of fruit and veg, milk and ice cream because I don't have a lot of freezer room, so I'm putting off getting the ice cream, and I will do that on Tuesday, I think. And I think I'm just going to do a, what do they call, click and collect on Tuesday morning. I order it on Monday for Tuesday morning. Should be able to get in, pick it up and get out without going stir crazy. Okay. It's pretty like that, but we can make it prettier. And we are going to, we will use some of our where did I put it? It's staring right at me. Some of the die cuts that we have. And I'm thinking, yesterday we used that linen-y hashy thing. I think I might use that again. It was quite nice. And I found this scrap of gold while I was cleaning up last night, and I thought, I'll put it in the scrap bin. So I put it in the scrap bin. There we go. Now I'm just going to trim that down. And we'll run it through the mini cut and emboss. And I'm using, normally I would just use my scissors and go hack, but I don't want to waste any of the gold foil because it's expensive. I only need fruit and bread, cream and ice cream. Yeah, I just need to make sure we've got enough milk, Evelyn, to get us through for a couple of days. So with everyone home, and we'll probably be having cereal because everyone gets their favourite cereals in their Christmas stockings. And so they'll probably have cereal, might use a fair whack of milk, and iced coffees if it's really hot. Although I was so excited when they said that we're actually going to have a cool Christmas, and it's only going to be about 19 degrees. No, yay, team. That's my type of Christmas. Okay. Sure they're down. We've got plate 1. You can't go wrong with your Stampin' Up! Cut and emboss, whether it's the big one or the mini. You cannot go wrong because with your sandwich, because the plates are layered. I dedicate one just to cutting and one for the top plate. When this gets too irky, then I'll swap the top plate to the cutting plate. There's tape sticking there. And get another set and start with a fresh top plate. I will say ham, cheese and tomato croissants. We usually have the croissants on Boxing Day for brunch sort of thing. We might have them Christmas Day. It depends. Really depends. I do buy them. These little gold bits are quite nifty. Actually, those little gold pieces I thought would be nice in a shaker cup, but they're white on the other side, so they don't quite work. They look a bit odd. Alright, I think that's all the die cutting I want to do for the minute. So we'll pop that away. Here's my foam mat. Here's my brush. My brush. There you go. Tip it over. Oh, still some bits in there. Flip the die over just like so. Not going to come out. Let's try and get it out of the die first. Pokey tool, little holes. My finger under there. I'm rather hoping I don't have to go out until Tuesday. I'm thinking, okay, pretty is that? I love that. I'm thinking that I don't have the patience for crowds and people, especially when it's hot and kids are off school and everyone's frazzled because they've left it to the last minute when they know Christmas comes every year at the same time. Add in there. Goes there, get rid of those. And that. Okay. Now this, and again, I should have put this on, sticky paper. Not to worry, let's play with our fruit. Well, that's not something a mother would normally say, is it? Let's play with our fruit. We've got little pears. And we've got a couple of big pears. Got lots of little pears. We've got leaves. A bit of ribbon. And some little flowers. Cut the flowers out of. Just leaving it off. Okay. All right. Let's see. We'll play a bit. I've done one like this before, but I'm not entirely sure how I did it. I can basically remember. I'm thinking. I always put the stalk of the pear on the top because there's a little sort of, it's hard to see on the camera, but there's sort of a little divot that looks like where the stalk is supposed to be coming out of. I know lots of people do that, and that looks odd to me. So I do that. Someone said the other day that it was wrong, and I went, there's no mistakes in card making, just design choices. Like this one, to cut some of this white off. It's quite a big offset on this particular die. There we go. That's a bit rough. Let's see if I can smooth that around. Okay. So we might start by attaching the leaves and stalk to here. So it has time to dry. I'll then pop this over here. Now I'm not sure whether I will get a video done for tomorrow or not. I've got a few things, people coming and going this afternoon and a few other bits and pieces, so see how I go, but there may not be a video tomorrow. Go. And put this on some dimensionals. I've sort of got, and tomorrow itself, of course, I don't work on Saturdays, but I'm hosting friends for our end of year card making group breakup. So you know, seeing the table behind me, I'm getting all set up early. Everything ready by tea time tonight. Then I can sit back and relax. So I've got salad done. I've got tarts, custard tarts for sweets, and just need to make some little quiche. I'll do that while I'm making tea, and it'll be done. Turn it on an angle, like so. There we go. Where did I put that bling? all the blings in this. I put it in the stamp box when I was cleaning up yesterday, so I'd remember where it was. Ah, there you go. Oh, it. Okay, we'll put a sentiment on. I just haven't. 1, 2, big one, get up, right there. And let's make this a thank you card because then I can use it. Switch. There it is. Thank you. So thank you. So get a stamp block. These might as well just go in the bin now. I nearly finished a whole sheet of those too. I will say it is not often I finish a whole sheet of the bling. Even the stuff I really love and use a lot, I rarely get to use a whole sheet of it. All right. A little. I will go white because we've got white there. So I had white. Little scraps of white. A little scrap of white right here. Let's see if that will work. Where's the die to cut this? Not in the stamp packet. And that's going to show through. So another little tiny there, bigger pieces. Oh, here we go. Here's a little piece of white. That'll do. Just trying to use up that scrap because we are a use it up challenge. Old olive. Old olive. Old olive. Get it turned around just like so. Stand it up. Bring in the foam. This match. Does make a difference. I wasn't convinced. Years ago when I first started stamping, I was not convinced. I was like, don't tell me. That's just ridiculous. But it does make a difference. It absolutely does make a difference. So now all our stamps are going to the photopolymer. We need to be aware that we all need a Pierce mat or something similar. Oh, that looks lovely. That turned out really well. I'm very happy with that. Oh, sometimes images are just right. The stamps back. Did I do that die? Did I put it down? Nope, there it is right there. Let me get the emboss. Spread it out again. I love my glass mat, but I'm always scared I'm going to break it with the noise. Okay, line that up. There's a little bit of washi tape on it to hold it in place. Oh no! No wonder it didn't look right. It's on the actually number 1. Let's put it on the number 2 and we'll line it up again. That's it, hopefully. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can go through. All right. There we go. It's good. It's good. That way. I won't pack it up because as soon as I pack it up, I'll decide I need to use it with something else. Oh, we can save that tape. Oh, that looks pretty. Okay, pop that up there. Put that away straight away. And there we go. Alrighty. Oh. Pop that Liquid dimensional on the back there. Just one because we can glue it to the adhesive there. Just, she says as it goes crazy. And there we go. It's one done. One and done. One way to use up your border papers is to actually make the border the feature of the card front. Now we've got this, where is it? Sort of centerpiece with the card with going this way. So we'll just do it on a horizontal version. So like so. And bumpy side in. Yes, where's my bone folder gone? Dig up orange. And let's put the lid back on the glue. Look at that. Third side. And the same, pretty much the same method. But we need to trim this down. So I'm going to trim that way and off the white. So we'll cut it to 9.5. Okay. 13.5. Two skinny bits left. Might go into a strip card. Just like so. Front. Now this has a lot of white space, so I should have done it before we stuck it down. I would stamp right in there. I would choose something nice and bold, happy birthday or whatever. What's in the everyday greetings? Okay, let's try that one. Where is heartache? Let there be healing. It's just that I need a sympathy card too. So let's see. Do we want to put it on something? do I want to? Okay. So I don't have. I was going to say let's do that underneath it, but I don't have a stamp for that. I only got the die. There is no stamp for that, which is a bit of a shame. Alrighty. Decent size stamp block. It's not too big. That's too small. So use this one. Out of a kit. And I'm going to stamp directly onto there, and then we'll decorate it. Nothing like creating on the fly, is there? It would probably have been all right because there's a few layers of paper and cardstock, but I'm sure it's really well linked up. Now I'm nervous. See how this goes. Comment block donut so you can see. All right, let's get some. They are slightly different, not that you'd know it. Just like that. Alrighty. So we've used a corner piece and we've used the middle piece. Using your borders is easy. Just the way you lay them out. And if you cut them so that they are card fronts, and then you can trim them down as you need them to be trimmed, they work for you and you don't waste any paper. Okay, I am going to let you go. It is a very busy Friday before Christmas. Everybody's probably frantically doing things and hurry up, stop waffling on. The details for the second mini catalogue launch and Crafternoon, the link is below. Painterly Pears suite is on the last chance list, so if you want the whole suite as a suite, now is the time to get it. I may or may not have a video tomorrow. It will depend very much on what happens this afternoon. Otherwise, I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It helps our channel grow. Okay, bye.